But the difference is between those people and me right now is drive.
What you just heard there was Christian Gates saying that what separates him from other people is his drive. And going back and listening to this podcast, I realized that there's a great story of a kid who used to hack into computers, then who snuck into parties, and now is one of the most recognizable faces on TikTok. And this is an incredible story that everybody needs to hear. So I'm just going to be interjecting throughout the podcast a little bit to clear some things up, make sure the story comes through. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy. Welcome to the second ever ANA podcast. Today we have Christian Gates, a TikToker and a musician, and we will be discussing what his past month of blowing up on the app has looked like and what it's done for his music. So, Christian, welcome to the podcast.
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Good.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what your life has looked like up to this point, what it was before a month ago, and what it's been like since then.
All right. I guess like you want like a backstory.
Yeah, let's hear it all.
Super villain
from the beginning.
All right. I'll just start at I'll start at high school, right?
Okay.
So I used to be this little nerdy kid, you know. I'd like freshman year, I was like using YouTube videos to find a backdoor in Windows 7, and like, you know, I had these like 4 computers that I all like, you know, like almost like taped off, and I would like shut one down from the other and like do like little stuff like that. And I was like planning on shutting down all the computers on the network and like at once as like a prank. And I got caught during that, and kind of ended my whole, you know.
So wait, what was the purpose of you doing all of this? Just as a prank?
I was bored, bro. Like I was like a little like nerdy kid, didn't have any friends freshman year, you know. I was like,
now my question is, why did you choose to start your story here? Like why is this like the beginning of Christian Gates that you're telling us about?
Because it's like evolution. Because I was like, I was a certain person up until pretty much freshman year, and right there is like when I like because like there's no real change from the beginning to right there. Yeah. But that's when I kind of hit my like, like fuck this, I'm not doing that anymore.
So you got caught, and then what happened after that?
You know, and then I was like onto some other shit like that. You know, like me and my friend. I don't know, fucking Ethan. Like no one's gonna know who whose dude is. Me and my friend Ethan, we designed this like website that looked exactly like the Instagram login page. So then we started off on his account.
Stop. What are you?
We started off on his. I mean, what? This is all just a joke. So
okay.
We you know, we made this account. This is all a joke.
We can start over the podcast.
No, it's okay. This is all a joke. This is all a joke.
All right.
None of this is court admissible. Not a confession. It is a joke. Okay. Anyways, so we made that webpage, right? And we went on his account and we DM'd one of his friends saying like, "Oh, look at this like thing that like someone posted a picture about you, right?" So then they click the link, and it has them log in, and then it says, "Error, could not log in. Try again later." That sends us their password. So then we go into their account, go to their friends, send that out. So then we had everyone in the school's password.
Yeah. Wait, so were you guys the guys that started that? Because like I think I've been sent that message before.
Well, that message specifically, yes, us. But like phishing is like a thing that's been
Yeah. But like I've definitely received that message.
But that one, I'm pretty sure we're like the first ones to do it. But
all right. Well, let's move on from your criminal history.
Well, that gets into
talking about
that gets into like, you know, I mean, that's a backstory. You gotta know what I was doing before music. You know,
you're not even 18 yet, so
yeah,
I'm sure I don't know.
It's not admissible. All that goes away. All that goes away, and it's all jokes anyway, so doesn't matter.
Are you sure you want this to be in the podcast?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. So when I first asked Christian to tell me about his life, I really wasn't expecting the direction he took it. He started telling me about how he would hack into computers and started phishing for people's Instagram passwords. And I mean, you can hear in my voice here, I'm pretty confused at this point on where this is going. But I started to put together that he really just wanted to portray to us that he was kind of a loser at this point in his life, but he wanted to make a change. So let's see how he made that happen.
So, like, that was all cool. That's what I was doing to pass my time, right? And, like, I didn't have many friends at the time, so I was just like, that's what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
All my time. I was, like, inside, like, making websites, doing all that, like, you know, the nerdy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Filming videos.
I feel that.
No, yeah. But, like, I would say I still do that. So it's, like,
yeah.
But it's just fun stuff to do when you don't have, like, I mean, you have friends, so you film your friends.
Right.
But when you don't have friends, you're filming yourself. You're, like, doing all that stuff.
For sure.
So I was like, I don't want that anymore. You know, I want, like, I want, like, I saw, like, the popular kids, and, like, I want that. Like, and then, like, I was like, I want more than that.
Okay.
You know?
So how did you go about achieving that? That seems like a tall order for somebody who's been quiet.
Yeah.
I was their whole life. So.
I was kind of like the annoying kid, to be honest. Like that summer, like between sophomore year, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm changed it up. Totally changed everything. I would not act that way. I would not do anything. And I was slowly, like, you know, kind of like upgrading my personality, I guess. Okay. And just kind of like learning from little things, like kind of social cues, like picking up things like that that I didn't get before. And
that's interesting. That's cool.
So I was like just going through that process, and just along the way, you know, just learning shit, you know, getting into fights, like doing all that like stupid stuff. And then, you know, we end up with like, I started doing music with this, like.
How did that switch happen? Like, had you always had a musical talent and you just decided to pick it up, or did you kind of discover that along the way that you like could do music?
I always like wrote poems, I guess. Okay. You know, like I would like I was like, I really liked rhyme scheme. I was really like into that. And, you know, these kids that I was hanging out with, like doing music, and I was like, oh, might as well like jump on there and rap. Like, why not? And, you know, we got into all of that. It was a pretty fun time, but then that comes with like a lot of hate. Yeah. You know, a lot of people like, oh, you're that, you know, rapper. Like, I'm sure a lot of people listening to this will be where you were right then. So do you have any advice for those kinds of people? I was really bad. That's all. I was like bad. Like, you know, those kids that like hit you up and be like, hey, listen to my mixtape. That was me. But the difference is between those people and me right now is drive. That's it. Like I always had this thing like in the back of my head that whatever I do, I have to do it the best. Like no matter what it is, you know, whether it's like fucking nerdy shit, whether it's not nerdy shit. Right. So I was really bad. I would surround myself with people that are better than me, and then get to their level, and then you know, ditch that. Surround myself with people better than me, and then like keep like.
So Christian discovered that he wanted to upgrade himself, and in that moment, he actually found music, and music became something that he loved to do. But when you're making music and you're creating things, there's always going to be hatred that comes from it. And in those times is when Christian separated himself from other people. And it wasn't through his talent in music, but it was through his drive and ability to take it to the next level and keep pushing. So what is he going to do next? So you've told me a little bit about I feel like this is kind of the next step, is like you took that drive and you like wanted to make connections in the industry or in content creation. So how did you go about doing that?
Bro, your questions are so fucking good. Like, you know how to steer this shit. Shout out to you, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So I started like, I transferred to like a continuation school because I was just like, at this point, I was like, there's a girl messed up my head.
All right.
You know, I was like talking to her, she moved away, and I was like, oh, like I was butthurt about it.
Yeah.
I wrote like 16-song album about it. Got my feelings out.
Really bothered about it.
Yeah, I was a little bit bothered about it. And, you know, like, so that's kind of really what like started that. So then I was like fucking up on my grades, you know, just doing whatever, started smoking, like all, you know, just like really fucking up. So I went to a continuation school, and that's when I was like, I didn't have homework. Like, they don't have homework there. Okay. So I was like, after school, I have whatever amount of time, like I can do whatever I want. I'm not going to waste my life anymore.
Yeah.
So I started going out like to parties. The first party I went to was it was YB and Namir's birthday party, and my friend was DJing there, DJ Quarles. Shout out DJ Quarles. And like, I walked in there, and like, I used to think I was the shit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, I was not, like, at all, and I didn't, like, I don't know. So I walked in there, and then it hit me. I saw everyone in there, like everyone at the house had like $30,000 necklaces, like watches, like all that shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, I didn't, like, it put me in check. I was like, I'm not doing the shit I should be doing. I gotta step my level up.
Okay.
So, I sneak away. I sneak upstairs, right, to like the like area where like only the friends and like family were. And then I see like there's a security at this door, and then there's like this like I was into a bedroom and a balcony, which is like VIP only type thing. Security leaves. I sneak in there, and then I see like YB and Namir. He's just like standing there with his girl Salt, and then like everyone else was like kind of like around the balcony. So I walk in and I make friends with every single person except for Namir, you know. And I'm just like, oh hey, what do you do? Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I do filming. Like I do like, you know, I race. Like I was just saying like anything but the like, oh, I do music. That's what everyone does.
Right.
And I didn't have followers. I didn't have anything that like set me apart. So I had to set myself apart in a different way to get like.
Yeah, I like that tactic. That's smart. That's cool.
So, like, I made friends with everybody just in case, because the security guy was like there's like he finally like moved back into the like that area that we were, and he was just kicking people out who weren't supposed to be there. So I'm just like making friends with everybody. Oh, I know these guys. You know, like I'm supposed to be here. And then finally, once I like nail everybody and like get everyone, you know, kind of like acquainted, then there's a dude selling leaves. I'm not gonna be specific what type of leaves. And I buy like $20 worth. Okay. And then I go up to Namir and I'm like, yo, put it in his hand. I'm like, happy birthday. Let's race sometime. Yeah. And then he's like, for sure. And then like I like look him in the eye, like get that like the eye contact, you know, like I'm gonna see you again type thing, you know. Okay. And then I head out. Okay. Dip out. Then since the friends that I made like on that balcony, they're like, oh, let's go to another part. Let's go here. And then you know, I meet like YB and Fresh. He's their DJ. He threw another party. I pulled up. And then I meet LV Skinny, these guys like the YouTubers and shit like that. Yeah. And then like I'm like, okay, what sets me apart here? I go out, I buy, like I have a camera. I'm like, you know what? I could make vlogs. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know why I think I can do this. Right. But I can do it. Right. Huh. So then I go out there. I go to Best Buy the day of like my first party pretty much. Yeah. I buy a microphone, buy a light, and an SD card, all that shit. And I just head over to San Diego, 2-hour drive from my house. Yeah. And then I get there and then immediately assert my dominance, park my car in the garage, like fuck everybody else's car, you know, get out with the doors up, like do that whole thing. And I was like dressing for the job, you know.
For context, do you want to say like what car you have and like why?
So I have a 2007 C6 Corvette. It's worth about $8,000. Girls think it's worth 200. Guys know it's about like they usually go for like 20 grand, but mine is worth like $8,000. So it's not, you know, it's about what the inside that matters. You know,
it's got the name Corvette,
but it looks like a nice car, you know. Right. So and then I put Lambo doors on it and looking. So, yeah, I pull up. One of the craziest nights of my life. We like film. Just insane night, you know. We make the news that party, you know, all over the news. If you look up La Jolla Mansion Party on San Diego, you'll find our like.
I'm assuming you made the news for not great publicity things.
I mean, a girl got jumped because she was trying to not by guys. Yeah. Because she was trying to steal like stuff out of our rooms. But
we don't have to get it too much into the details. Yeah, that's down. But I just wanted to know. A little curious. So okay, so you were. I was a filmer making vlogs,
and that's what I was trying to excel in. I got lost in the sauce, you know. I was like, then I was like, now I'm doing this. I got to be the best at this. I'm gonna do all the YBN vlogs. I'm gonna be the best vlogger. Like,
and did you have any success doing that?
I was getting so I wasn't posting on my channel because I didn't have followers or anything, and that was like my whole vibe when I was out there. I didn't have any way to like set myself apart, so I had to make that, you know. Right. So I had to do shit people weren't doing, and you know, so I would have my friend, like I made friends with the guy who's a YouTuber. He had like 300,000 subscribers and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we'd post it on his channel, and it would do well. So
you knew your work was quality.
Yeah. So like people were like, and everyone was talking about it, like you know, and like everyone kind of knows each other, like when in those scenes.
Right.
So I started getting too much into that, forgetting my original reason for being there. You know, which is music.
Okay.
And then that's when at this one party, Project X Part 2, in Fontana. I'm not sure if you know where that is. It's like a really bad area.
Okay.
And I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
I'm not like from there. But, you know, I think I've told you part of this before. But so party like is going crazy. Then like a police helicopter shows up. Cops pull up. They come in with ARs. They start beating up on this Mexican kid. I'm filming it. Cops get mad. They start beating me up. My camera falls, you know, and they like arrest me and all that.
Yeah.
And that was crazy. Like, and my camera gets stolen. Like, and that's my like sign. Like, you should not be doing this.
So Christian knew he needed to be making big connections in the industry in order to further his music career. And in order to do that, he would go to these huge parties. Most of the time he would sneak in, and he would be pretty clever about how he would meet people. And along the way, he kind of got, as he said, lost in the sauce. I mean, these are big parties, they're fun, and he just kind of lost sight of his passion for music along the way. And he started thinking maybe this is what he wanted to do. But then he had this kind of awakening moment when these police were beating him up and his camera broke. And he realized that he had lost sight of his actual goal, his actual dream, which is music. And by the way, this was just a couple months ago. You know, there was some time in between because you've only been doing TikTok for about a month and a half now.
Yeah.
So what did you do in between there?
I listened to Russ's advice. You know, I started pumping out a song a week. You know, and then like I was doing that, and then I kind of got into TikTok like a little bit. So I started doing TikToks, but not like the way that I do them now. Yeah. The way I do them now is what I've been doing for like a month and a half. I've had the app for a while.
Okay.
So I was doing like,
but you just hadn't found your stride on the app yet, basically.
I hadn't had any followers or anything like that.
Yeah.
No extraordinary amount of views. Maybe like the most I have is like 1,000 views.
Okay.
On a video, which I was like insanely excited for.
Yeah, I remember that too. I remember those days.
Yeah. So, I would just, whatever, right? So then I was like, you know what, fuck TikTok. Like, this shit's like, whatever. I got bored. I'm not going to make it. Why would I make a video a day? Like, what's that going to do?
Sure.
And then I don't know what happened, but like I was talking to this girl who's continued doing TikTok. Like we both started at the same time. And she got like 3,000 followers. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, is that just because she's cute, or is it like, like what is it, you know?
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm jumping back on. Fuck this. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I jump on and I start off with like a gay rap. Like, I'm like, just something funny.
Define what that means, because I wouldn't know what that meant if I hadn't seen the video.
Okay. So like, I'm not sure if like there's like raps where like people like do like a funny version of a song. They'll take it and then they'll just make it gay. Like, for example, like Say So.
Oh,
Doja Cat, right? Okay, so I did Say So, and then like the lyrics, just so like an example, like instead of like her whole thing, I changed it to like I rapped on it and I went like day to night tonight, back to back to back. I got homies hitting me up 'cause my ass fat. You know, if he want it, I'ma give it to him. That's that. Love it when he put it in the middle of my ass crack. You know, like that was like the vibe of like the song.
I don't know how much of that we're gonna have to beep out, but there might be some beeps in there.
So yeah, that. Yeah. And then that like blew up for me. So it was like I got like 30,000 views. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
And then I was like, I'm gonna do another one, and then I got like I don't know what, like 50,000 views. I'm like, what the? And I'm like.
So at that point, were you like, am I always going to be stuck in this like weird gay rap type vibe? Or?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I was literally thinking, I'm like, if I don't make a gay rap,
like
I'm going to turn into one of those comedy rappers. Like if I don't make a gay rap, people aren't going to listen to me.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I'm going to keep their attention, just slightly drift it. You know?
Okay.
So I'm a rapper at this point, right? I really want to be a singer, not a rapper.
I feel like people don't understand how important this is. It's like, even though you have some attention about you, it's not always for the thing you want it to be about.
Yeah.
So you have to like slowly nudge it until
you can't just jump on something else. People get mad.
Right. But so yeah, tell us how you went about doing it.
So right after the gay rap, I was like, okay. And then like I did like 3 of those, maybe 4. I was just like, catching some momentum.
Yeah.
And I started getting like subs, like, or followers, like, quick.
Right.
I was like, okay, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want people to know me for rapping gay.
Yeah.
So let's come up with something else. And then I was like, okay, I got to keep rapping. And people like it because of the comedy. So they like good music and comedy. That's what like they go to me for, right?
Right.
That's what like the gay raps give them, like in general. So then I was like, okay, good music, comedy. So then like, it's funny. Rappers, how they snitch on themselves, you know? So then I did this like really hard rap about like, just talking about like I don't just to get like.
He's pulling it up right now for anybody that can't see the video.
I think I'm just gonna pull up the lyrics okay. So I went, instead of gay raps, I went to like snitch rap.
Okay.
Right? So last week, 3:45 Tuesday. Took some drugs and then I went for a drive. My homie shot that dude on 3rd Street. I seen with my eyes, but I ain't never gonna snitch. I never told in my life. They want to talk shit. They can talk it. Remember that bullet that hit a cop in his top lip? Went to the hospital and died. They didn't know who shot it. That was my homie Darrell White. Thank God nobody saw shit. So like,
damn.
So I'd like.
Crazy. Okay.
Like it sounds better like on the TikTok.
It sounds good.
So it's like it's supposed to sound like cool music and then also be funny. So like, like the ironic part about me like telling exactly what happened. And
right.
And then like being like, thank God nobody knows.
Yeah.
That's So that was like how I kind of shifted it first, and then like that was my first million views.
Okay.
That would like fucking 1 million views, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I never get 1 million views again, I'm gonna like. Yeah. I'm like, I got to do it again.
Right.
So then.
So what do you feel like it was kind of a finally moment where you're like, I've been looking for this kind of like love around something that I'm doing, and it was like, I'm finally finding it? Or was it kind of like just an endorphin rush and you're like, I want that again?
It was like when my first time see, I never thought about it till right now.
Yeah.
Like I never let myself think about it. Like I was just kind of like, if you get excited about it, then that's your standard. Yeah. And once you get excited about something that you've done, then that's it. That's your standard. That's where you set yourself. Right. So I'm like, I'm not going to get excited about something. Yeah. So I got 1 million views. I'm like, that's cool. Like I would just, even though like I'd never done anything similar to that. Yeah. I didn't celebrate, didn't post, 1 million views. Like nobody on my Snapchat account, all the haters that would hate on me. Yeah. Nothing. Didn't even tell them shit. Yeah. Like I was like, I'm not going to even.
Just not acknowledge
I'm trying to be above that. Like I was out of that league now.
I like that. All right. That's a nice mindset.
So I do that. I'm like, I got to do it again. My next video didn't hit it, but I was like, I'm doing good numbers. I'm like, I could do it again. Right. I don't know what video I did. I think it was like.
And we're up to about a month and a half ago now, right? Like
this is about like maybe a week or 2 in. Okay. Probably about a week in.
All right. So this is maybe a month ago.
Yeah. So. And then, cause the first one hit 1 million was that one. There were a bunch of videos in between that. All right, let's see. And then, like, I did a tutorial on how to, like, sound like Billie Eilish, and that hit, like, 800,000. I'm like, what the fuck? So, like, I realized, like, stuff could pop off. Yeah. I didn't hit 1 million for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, no, yeah. Popping off on TikTok is a weird thing.
18 videos. So another 18 videos, I didn't hit 1 million, right? Yeah. But I knew I was going to get it. Right. And then I did a video, like, just all the bros, like anyone who had, like, broke up with their ex, like hey, keep your head up, king. Yeah. That hit 1 million. And then, like, once I started doing that, and then I started, like, growing.
And your brand image started to come together at that point. Because, like, every single one of your videos is a really high quality shot of just you sitting at your desk, I think.
So, right? Like a familiar face, I guess. Yeah. Saying, right?
So it's like your image started to become something that when people see it, they associate you with what you were doing. And it just started snowballing from there, I'm guessing. And so kind of where are you now? Like
now?
Yeah.
Currently, I'm at like 700,000 followers on TikTok, and
what's like an average video for you now looking like?
Well, so right now TikTok's having like a weird algorithm thing, but usually, like right before that, I'd probably do like between 700,000 and 1 million a video.
That's wild numbers. When Christian decided to put his heart back into music, he started releasing a song every single week, and he started messing around with TikTok too, trying to find a way to make it work because he knew the power that the platform has. And eventually he did, and he called that series Gay Rap. But that wasn't at all what he wanted to be known for. So he had to find a way to slowly push the needle to being known for his talent himself. And slowly it started working. When he finally reached 1 million views on a video, he told literally nobody, not even the people that had been making fun of him for years on Snapchat, because he never wanted to settle. So you've gotten to this point where you have fans who know who you are, and what direction are you trying to take it now? Because, I mean, you have a powerful amount of people looking at you, and you're making your own original music. Are you trying to wrap it around into promoting that original music, or are you kind of taking a content creator direction?
Originally, like the whole plan was to like, just send everybody to my music and like do that. But I think the engagement of content creation, like, and the process of it is just really fun. It's like, I don't have to, like, people like, okay, let's say David. We'll take David, for example.
Okay.
David's
David
one
Hugo.
of our friends. Yeah, David Hugo. Amazing artist.
Yeah.
Crazy, sick.
Yeah.
Right. But he only gets to drop like one song a month.
Something like that.
So his like footprint on the world, or his imprint on the world, only shines once a month. And then it kind of like, trickles right there.
Sure.
Every single day I get to put my thoughts and feelings into something, right?
Okay.
Because I do 30 seconds of a song and then I put it out, and then I get to see exactly how people feel the second I put it out. Literally the second I drop it, I see how people feel about it.
So for you, your focus is not building one particular thing. It's building kind of the message of what you're leaving behind and like what you're kind of known for, your legacy, I guess.
I like the like connection between like my supporters and
so building a community is what you want to do.
Literally that's like the end goal. I literally want to buy a city. Like I'm not like, I really want to build a community.
Okay, what is this city gonna be called eventually? You have a name yet?
Like joking around, like my supporters and I, like we call ourselves like the cult.
The cult.
Like the cult, like they're the cult. Right. Because I was thinking like, what's something that's like, it sounds like really like, aggressive, but also like doesn't really have that like meaning. It just like has that connotation, and cult kind of.
I agree. Nice.
Came across, but.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing together, because we've started working together. If you don't know, Christian is a part of the A&A freshman class, which is kind of a group of content creators who have come together because they're all musicians and they love making music. And we're just trying to prove that, you don't have to be represented by a major label in order to get the attention around your music that you really need to make it as an artist. So what are you hoping to come from this? Like, what have you thought of it so far? Where are we going?
I don't know. Like I'm interested in taking everything. I'm like, what's the term? I'm really bad at terms. Like, I don't know. I'm just a flow like water,
Yeah. Like I've noticed that about you. You're just
I'm
like,
cool.
We were not planning on making this episode tonight. Christian sat down on the couch and he was like, let's make a podcast. So
I was in the mood to talk.
So here we are.
Yeah. I think I'm down to like work with you guys and what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And wherever you guys take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there any particular artists that are part of A&A that you're like really excited to see where they go with it? Like yeah, we were talking about this earlier tonight.
I'd like to see where David goes and Chase.
David Hugo, Chase Paves.
Yeah.
I'm excited about PM Beta as well.
I haven't met him, so I gotta meet him before you have any opinions.
He's awesome. He's so cool.
Sounds like a cool dude.
He's great. Yeah, so all right, I guess in the future with Christian, we're planning on doing some kind of TikTok series where we take a big goal of his or maybe several goals and try to achieve them with him, and hopefully through my filmmaking you guys can get to know Christian even more and go on this journey of helping him build his community, basically. Yeah, so I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? We're kind of just freeballing it.
Yeah, we're just kind of, we don't really have any questions written down or anything.
Yeah.
Let's talk about politics. All right, so
that was a pretty good conversation. That was probably 20, 30 minutes, I'd assume. 35?
35.
All right, well, that was a pretty good start. We're going to have Christian on another podcast in the future, probably talking about that series that we're going to do. But this was Christian, or It's Luck City. I am Live to Create. Make sure you go follow our playlist, Art Not Algorithms. Other than that, what you got?
And if you guys want some merch, go to itsluxcity.com, itsluxcity.com.
There you go. Heard it here first. Thanks, guys. This is episode number 2 of the ANA podcast. See you guys later. So that's it. You just heard the entire story of Christian Gates, the kid who once hacked into computers and is now one of the most known people on TikTok. And if you want to hear a little bit more about his story, you can follow along with what we're doing and the videos that we're releasing on YouTube on Live2. And if you want to keep listening to podcasts of artists that we work with, then go ahead and follow our Art Not Algorithms podcast playlist. And yeah, thank you for listening. I don't want to die, yeah. Lonely roads lead to victims in it, so I don't want to start again. Already lost in my head, I'm coming down. Time goes by, I'll try to keep advancing. Pay no mind, you're fine, you feel abandoned. Save my life in time to take advantage, but you were the best thing that I had. Lost in a dream.